Hey y'all, this is Boone from Mannery Farms, and today I just got home from school, and right now I'm trying to not to get stung by a wasp, but I've got some buckets of feed here. I'm gonna go over and move some feed troughs around so that we can kind of get started trying to catch these heifers and stuff. So just gonna head over there and then move their troughs into the pen where we're gonna try to catch them and then feed them in there. So maybe they'll get used to coming in there and we can catch them whenever we need to. But yeah, I don't know what else we'll get into, but I got these longhorn cows over here turned out on grass. They seem pretty satisfied. They're kind of just like everything. They're chasing the grass awful hard right now, but they can live off a flat rock, but you know, they look pretty nice. Them little baby calves are all doing good way over there. So I just got back and we got a barn with some square bells in it, and they missed a couple screws on when they was doing the tin, so it's got some holes in the tin. So I'm gonna take this caulk gun up there and fill them in. I got some clear silicone. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about, where these holes are. There's one right there and a couple right there, and I don't know if there's any on this side, but we'll check it out and make sure. I'm just gonna fill them in with that clear silicone. You can see I got that one filled in, and then there's one right there I patched up too, and then there's a couple on this other side, and there's one right here that's gonna be kind of hard to get to, but I think I can kind of make a little pile of stuff and get up there. Wondering why there's a hole in the back of this barn. It sits right out over this alfalfa field, and it's where we deer hunt some in the fall. So kind of just sit up here on this hay, and then there's your view. It's a pretty good spot. But I found another bad spot right over here, so we'll get that little hole patched up. All we got left is this there's 2 holes in the tin. Right there, you can see. Do not try this at home, but I'm just gonna try to climb the wall. See ya. We'll see. Maybe the last video I ever record, because well, if I die, I guess it'll at least still be on video. I can at least get a little cushion, I guess. I can probably reach it if I get a little bit up there. Oh yeah. That's ought to do it. That's how you do it right there, folks. Well, I got all these holes patched, and in case you're wondering, yes, this is all from last year. It's like, I don't know how many there are in here, but there's several. I'd say over, I don't know, there's probably right at around 1,100, 1,200. But it's all real nice alfalfa hay. We baled last summer. I don't think there's many videos about it, but I do have some pictures of it all I can put on. Yeah, alfalfa's looking pretty good this year. Back there too. We need to get them bales sold, or we ain't gonna have nowhere to put this alfalfa from this year, but it ain't too bad. Well, just broke this door handle off, so that's super awesome. I took this piece off thinking I could still open it maybe, but yeah, that's That is super handy. Well, that'll be something else to get to fix, I guess. Well, I got some milk replacer today. I was about out, and I'm just gonna set it in here and then feed these calves, and then I guess we'll be done for today. I go between brands of milk replacer. It kind of depends where I'm buying it at. ADM is what I've raised most of my calves on, but this stuff's from Orslins or Baumgars, and I think it's fine. It ain't no higher, so I really don't guess it matters, but it's got a lot more stuff on the bag going on than the ADM, but I think either way is about the same. Get some more grain. This is Kyle. I guess I've ever showed Kyle before. We've got some for littler stuff, and then this stuff that comes out of the bin here, it's all for bigger calves and stuff. We feed it to the big wean bottle calves, and then as well as these longhorn calves. So usually when we first wean a calf, we'll feed them still that small dairy calf feed, but after a while you can get them by on stuff like this. Sorry if I'm not doing a good job filming. My camera's all opposite of how it usually is. Some of these more red calves in here, their mom just straight up longhorn, and then the bred to a red Angus bull, like that calf there, and this here on the end. So that's a purebred longhorn mama crossed with a red Angus bull, and they turn out pretty good for longhorn cows. They'll pay for their mama, but you gotta like cattle like that. You might be wondering why I ain't feeding much hay today, but we've got most of our cows on grass kinda, and we're just feeding them every other day or something, so kind of caught me on an off day. But usually I do feed more hay than this, but the cows at home don't need fed, and my cows don't need fed, and them longhorn cows, they're out on grass and they're satisfied. But we do feed about till the middle of April, which I guess it is about the middle of April right now, so we're getting close to the end of it. I'll carry this over here to these calves, and then we'll call it quits for today. Not the handiest way to feed them, really, but if I throw it over the fence, I don't get it all the way down the trough, so you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Some of them little calves that ain't near as big. If you don't get it spread over the whole trough, they won't get to eat. And it's turned like that so they can eat on both sides, otherwise them bigger calves keep them pushed off of it. But well, I guess this is probably the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and like and subscribe for more content like this. Back when we used to milk cows, but thank you guys.